Hello everyone, welcome back to another video from Bioholic. Hope you all are doing well. So in this video, we are going to talk about the phylum Hemichordata. And now, before starting the video, I am going to remind you, after watching the full video, make sure you check the description box below because there is a link of the self-assessment test. Now, let's begin. So the hemichordates are distinguished by a threefold division of their body. So at the forward end of their body there is a preoral lobe, and behind this there is a collar, and at last comes a trunk. So 3 segments. Okay. Now each contains a division of the coelom, and the name hemichordate means half chordate because the term hemichordates comes from 2 Greek words. One is hemi, which means half, and the other one is chordi, which means chord. So the name means half chordates. Okay. So they share some of the typical chordate characteristics, like there are bronchial openings or the gill slits which open into the pharynx, and there is a rudimentary structure in their collar region, and they also have the stomochord which is quite similar to the notochord, and they also have dorsal nerve cord and ventral nerve cord. Okay, so they are quite closely related to the true chordates, but they are not classified as true chordates, okay, because some DNA based studies of the evolution suggest that hemichordates are actually closer to the echinoderms than to chordates. Okay, so these hemichordates are also known as the acorn worms. So basically they are worm-like animals. And now we are going to talk about the other features of the hemichordates. So first of all, the general features, like they are exclusively marine. So they are basically live in sea waters, okay? And they are bilaterally symmetrical animal with organ system level of organization with triploblastic germ layers. And their body is not segmented, their body is unsegmented, and they are true coelomate. Okay. And now the body form. So these animals are very soft, fragile and worm-like appearance. Now the body is cylindrical in shape and it is divisible into 3 distinct regions. And the number 1 is anterior proboscis, which is short and conical in shape. Okay, and second is middle collar, which is short and cylindrical in shape, and the third one is a long posterior trunk, which is the longest part of their body and it is flat. Okay, moving on to the digestive system. So their digestive system is complete with an anus and can be in the form of a U-shaped tube or can be straight. Okay. Now they have a buccal cavity which is present in their proboscis. Okay. And now the nervous system. So the hemichordates have the nervous system ectodermal in their origin, which lies at the base of the ciliated epidermis and consist of the dorsal and ventral nerve tracts, and they have no major ganglia or specialized sensory receptors. Okay. Now the respiratory system. So they have simple diffusion of metabolic waste, and the cilia associated with the pharyngeal slits circulate the water into mouth and out of their body. Now the gas exchange, the water passes through the phalangeal slits. Okay. And now the circulatory system. So colorless blood moves the nutrients and waste product of hemichordates, and they have the dorsal and ventral contractile vessels, and blood moves anteriorly in dorsal vessel and posteriorly in ventral vessel, and the branches from these vessels lead to the open sinuses. Okay. Next is the excretory system. So anterior flowing blood moves through the glomerulus. So the glomerulus is the excretory organ in hemichordates. Okay. So the waste filtered into the proboscis coelom through the proboscis gland and out through the pores found in the anterior region of the wall of the proboscis. Okay. And finally the reproductive system. Now the hemichordates are mainly dioecious, meaning their sexes are separate. So they have the sexual reproduction and they have many pairs of gonads in their trunk coelom. And their fertilization is external and their development is mainly indirect. And their eggs cleave radially. Okay. And some direct development can also be seen in them, but basically they have the indirect development with free swimming larvae. And now let's discuss about the affinities of hemichordates, meaning we will discuss about the similarities of hemichordates with some other phylum, like with the annelid. So both of these phylum have worm-like and segmented body. And with the echinoderms, both of them have blastopore and enterocellus coelom and ciliated bands in their respective larvae. And finally with the chordates, both of the phylum presents the phalangeal gill slits and nerve cord and so-called notochord. Okay. And now, if you have any questions or doubts related to today's lecture, then ask me in the comment section below. And if you want to do your self-assessment test, then go and visit the link in the description box below. And if you find this video helpful, then give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. And if you are new here, then hi, myself Ankita Bishwas, your bioeducator. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get further notifications of our upcoming videos. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and till then, take care and keep watching Bioholic.